They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered, Western States.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Tatum Lady Coyotes versus Wink game at home. Fortunately, we had some technical difficulties and we had a little bit of a late start, but we are 3.5 minutes into the, we are 3.5 minutes away from the first quarter being over. The score is 10-3 with the Lady Coyotes up. So yeah, that's where we are now. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but looks like we'll have Avery Hennard on the line for the Coyotes. Avery made those 2 free throws for the Lady Coyotes. Looks like number 23 for the Lady Cats is going to drive down. Number 2 is going to shoot from the corner for a deep 3. It's going to be a little bit off. Adela O is going to pick up that rebound. Hennard's going to grab it, give it to Garcia. Garcia is looking for her options. She's going to do a bounce pass to Hennard, back to Hennard at the free throw line. Colby Hennard's going to get it, go up, miss. 40 for Wink is going to get the rebound on that one. Number 1 is going to drive down the sideline with multiple Coyotes on her. 24 is going to get it, pass it to 2 in the corner again, who's going to try to drive down the baseline. She's going to fall over with the ball. Looks like there was like a little commotion there. I mean, it looked like a walk, but nobody said anything. The Wink coach called a timeout, so we'll see what the refs say. They're still discussing out there. I'm pretty sure the Coyotes didn't touch her. She kind of just... They're going to go ahead and give them the timeout for the Blacks. So we'll run a few ads and then we'll be right back.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Coming back out after that timeout, it's going to be Wink ball on the sideline over there with 24 inbounding the ball. Number 1's going to make a quick cut up. She's going to get the ball. She's going to pass it up to the top of the key at 23, who's going to give a little lop to number 40 down there. It looks like she was going to try to go up, but the Coyotes did a good job of defending that one, and it got knocked out of bounds. Still going to be black ball for Wink. 24 is going to inbound that, give it out to 2, who's going to shoot a deep 3. It's going to be a little off. Della O is going to pick it up, hand it off to Rice. Rice is going to give it to Garcia. And over here on the right side, he's going to go to the top of the key and then give it to left wing Hennard down to corner Naomi Garcia, who's going to shoot a 3. It's going to be a little off. Rice is going to get the rebound, go up. That's going to be off as well. It almost goes out of bounds, but Della O saves it. And she's just zooming through over there. Hennard got a hand on that too as well. 23 grabbed it, and Della O came right back in and tried to take it from her. It was a jump ball. They're going to inbound the ball. Hennard is going to get it in the middle and kind of almost lose it. Garcia is going to grab it up in the corner. They're going to reset. Colby Hennard on the right wing. Corner is Garcia. Hennard's going to go in there, and she is going to make another 2 points for the Lady Coyotes. 24 is going to get it for the Wink, and 23 is going to have it as well. Looks like they were doing a good job of pressing. Rice is going to get a hand on that one. It's going to be Coyote ball. Garcia grabs it up. Looks like they're going to try to set up the offense. Garcia picks up the ball. Rice comes to collect. Hennard goes and gives it out to 0, Della O, who shoots a little jumper. It's going to be a little off. She's going to get the ball again. Looks like they're just playing, who can catch the ball down there. 23 is finally going to get it for Wink, and she's going to be zooming down the sideline, and they're going to be called for a walk. I was going to say that. I saw that. So that sounds pretty good in the Coyotes' favor. 14-3 with 57 seconds left here in this first quarter. Rice is going to inbounds to Garcia. Garcia is going to give it back to Rice, who's going to give it to Hennard right under the bucket over there. She's going to go up and get an and one. So Avery Hennard is going to be on the line for the Coyotes. She made that bucket. The bucket was good. So it is now 16-3 with 50 seconds left, and Avery Hennard is on the line. She goes up, and that one is good. 17-3, 24 inbounds. Gives it to 23, who gives it back to 24, who was racing down the right sideline, who gives it to 2 in the right corner. 2 gives it to top of the key, 23, who shoots a 3. It's going to barely bounce out. Hennard's going to pick up that one and give it down to Della O, who is going to give it to Garcia, but it looks like Della O is going to be called for a travel, so that's going to be no good. Wink number 1 is going to inbound the ball. Looks like we have a sub. Number 3 for the Cats for 23. And let me pull up their roster. 1 is going to inbounds. Lady Coyotes are doing a good job of defending. Number 2 is going to grab it, give it back to 1, who's going to drive down the right sideline, bounce pass to 40. 1 is going to get it again. Give it to 40 again, who's going to miss and go back up, grab her own rebound, go back up, and looks like I can't see what number that is, grabbed it, and it's going to be called out of bounds on her. Rice is going to inbounds to Garcia. Garcia's going to throw it down to Colby Hennard, who gives it back to Garcia, who drives to the bucket, gives a bounce pass to Della O, who's going to barely miss a short little jumper. Hennard is going to get it again and go back up, and that is going to be short as well. So, once again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but it is going to be 17-3 and the end of the first quarter, so we'll be right back.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
As the girls take the floor again, number 24 for Wink, Flores is going to inbounds to number 3, Tompkins, who's going to give it out to corner number 1, who almost loses it, but number 3, Tompkins, picks it back up again. 24 is going to get it at the top of the key. Flores, who's going to give it down to number 2, who's going to go up. It's going to be short, and it is going to be out on black and white ball. Number 2 is Thompson. Looks like Wink is going to press. Rice gives it to Colby Hennard. Colby Hennard is going to go up the left, give it back to Sydney Rice on the right sideline. Rice is going to drive in, get the defense moving out to Ramirez on the corner. Garcia is going to have it at the top of the key, give it back to Ramirez. And they kind of swap places there. Garcia is now on the corner. Garcia is kind of in a stalemate. Ramirez is going to get it, try to drive in. Colby Hennard is going to get it at the free throw line, give it out to Hennard, Avery Hennard for a 3. 24 is going to inbound to 40. 40, which is Wilson, is going to drive down the sideline and give it to number 2, Thompson, who almost makes a quick bucket but gives it back out to number 1, Sonier. 24 gives it to Flores, and it's going to be out on the Lady Coyotes and a Wink ball down there under the basket. 24 Flores is going to inbounds that. She's going to give it all the way out to Thompson at the top of the key, who's going to give it back to Flores to corner number 3 Tompkins. 24 back to number 1 Sonier. Sonier back to Flores. Flores to Tompkins. And Rice is going to get a hand on that pass and pick that one up and give it to Garcia, who is driving up the lane, gives it out to Colby Hennard for a short little jumper. That one's going to be good. So another 2 points for Colby Hennard in this game. 24 Flores is tried to inbounds that ball there, and she got called on a 5-second count, so it's going to be the Lady Coyotes ball. Rice is going to be throwing the ball in for this play. She's going to give it to Avery Hennard about the free throw line and give it out to Garcia on the corner, who's going to miss a 3. Hennard's going to pick up that rebound, give it to Ramirez, who's going to fake and give it back out to Garcia on the corner for a short little jumper. That one's going to be good as well. Wink is not messing around. They quickly got that ball in. Thompson is going up the right baseline, and looks like Rice just took that one out of her hands. Rice is going to drive up the lane and go all the way. She's not going to quite make that bucket, but she will be getting a foul and shooting 2 for the Lady Coyotes. Rice's first one is good. We're going to have a quick sub for the Coyotes. We're going to have Martinez for Garcia. Rice gets the ball for her second one, goes up. That one's going to be good as well. Flores is going to inbounds. Try to give it to number 40, but Rice just picks that one up as well. Colby Hennard is going to get it in the corner and get another jumper. Flores is going to inbounds to Sonier. She is going to drive up the left sideline. She's going to go to the top of the key for a 3, miss. Rice is going to pick that one up, and she accidentally turns it over to Flores. Flores tries to give it to Wilson. Sonier picks that one up. Flores has it again on the left wing to right wing. Number 2 in the corner, Thompson for a 3. That's going to be good. Martinez inbounds to Colby Hennard. Colby Hennard's going to take it down, bounce pass back to Martinez on the right wing, who's going to take the top of the key, give it to right wing Avery Hennard, who's going to give it down to Rice, who tries to go up strong as a post, and it's just not going to work out in her favor. Looks like Ramirez and Wilson were fighting for the ball there. They're going to be called a jump ball. 23 Lang is going to be coming in, and as well as Della O and Garcia's back in. Della O is going to inbounds, give it to Colby Hennard to Avery Hennard on the free throw line. She's going to be a little short. Della O is going to save it, but Sonier on the Cats is going to grab that one up, give it to number 2, Thompson, who's taking up the left wing, gives it out to number 24, Flores, for a 3. She's going to miss that one. Garcia gets it and gives it to Avery Hennard going up the sideline, but looks like they're going to call a foul. I believe that one was on Flores for a little pushing on Garcia's back over there. Colby Hennard inbounds it to Garcia, who gives a long pass down to Martinez, who's going to take the top of the key, to Della O, who takes the top of the key as well. Back out to Garcia on the right wing, to Colby Hennard on the left wing. Colby is going to go all the way in and go up, but they're not going to call a foul on that one. Looks like Flores is going to take it all the way down, and she's going to give it out to number 1, Sonier, for a shot, and that one's not going to be any good. Avery Hennard's going to grab that rebound, give it to Garcia, who is flying down the right baseline over there, or sideline, who gives it to Colby Hennard down low, who was wide open for another 2 points. Looks like Lang is going to get it and try to give it to Flores, but looks like there was a little bit of a collision down there. Not sure whose ball they're going to call it. They're going to call it white ball. I'm pretty sure Flores kind of just tripped over Colby, who had tripped on Flores, so quite the complicated little thing. Colby Hennard inbounds to Martinez, who gives it to right wing Della O, to corner Avery Hennard, who gives another pass to right wing Garcia, who takes top of the key, gives a bounce pass to Avery Hennard in the corner, who does a little roll. Garcia, who misses that one. Sonier is going to take it up the left, kind of wait for her teammates over there. Garcia just picks that one up from her, and she is running down to the lane. She goes up, and that one is going to barely miss. Hennard is going to be there to grab it again, go up, and that one's not going to be any good as well, but I believe we have a foul. So we'll see. I'm not sure who that foul was on, but we're going to have another sub for both teams. We're going to have number 2, Kirby, in, as well as, I don't even know who came in. We also had a sub for the Cats as well. But anyway, inbounds to 23, down to number 3, Tompkins. And she's going to go all the way, and Garcia is going to be there to take that charge, and it's going to be in the Lady Coyotes' favor. Looks like Wink is going to be pressing the Lady Coyotes, but looks like they're going to call that foul on Tompkins, who drove all the way in the lane. Rice is going to be inbounding. The Cats are turning up their defensive stances, and Garcia is still going to get the ball and give it a long pass down to Della O, who gives a bounce pass to Kirby down low, and that might be her first 2 points of the season. Kirby's going to make that little layup right there. Flores is going to get it, and she's going to just zoom down that baseline, and they try to give the ball to number 3, Tompkins, but Della O is there to just pick up that pass. Fortunately, it was out on her, but overall, great defense. Flores is going to give a little lob to Thompson, who's going to go up, and they're going to call a foul on Rice, I believe. But that was a very good thought with the lob pass over there. Flores is going to inbounds it to Thompson, who's going to give a little handoff to Flores, but unfortunately, I guess her foot was out of bounds there. So it looks like it's going to be the Lady Coyotes ball on the sideline over there. Rice inbouncing. She gives it to Garcia, who gets pushed out of bounds, but they're not going to call that a foul, and it is going to be the Lady Cats ball right on the same sideline. Flores is going to inbounds that one. She is looking for her person, and she is going to give it down to number 5, Clausen, who gives it back to Flores. To number 23, Lang. Lang is going to give it to corner Thompson, who's going to give it to Flores at the top of the key. She's going to go into the lane, go up, and it is going to be no good for her. But they are going to call a foul on Martinez for that one. It was on the floor, so no shooting. And we're going to have Avery Hennard and Nicole Garcia check back in. Flores inbounds to Thompson, who's going to turn around, do a little post move, go back up. Somebody else is going to pick that one up, and Avery is going to grab it from them. Garcia is taking it to the top of the key, and she is, number 23, Lang, is turning up the defense. They're going to try to give it into Hennard at the high post, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like she's getting too handsy. They're going to call it on 24, Flores, and I believe that puts us in the bonus. So we are on the bonus, so I believe Avery Hennard is on the line for the Coyotes again, and as we know, she's an excellent free throw shooter. It is now 2 minutes left in the second quarter, 32-6. And that first one of Avery's is good. Looks like we have some discussion down here at the table. Not sure what's to be discussed, but anyway. Avery's going to miss that second one. Number 2, Thompson's going to pick up the rebound and give it to Tompkins. Back to Thompson, to Lang on the left wing. Garcia's going to get a hand on that one. I'm not sure what happened there. They might have called a foul on the defense, which is the Lady Coyotes, Garcia over there. I think she might have given her a little bit of a love tap shove. Flores is going to inbounds to Lang, who's going to do a power dribble, go up, and she is going to miss that one. Martinez is on the floor fighting with Lang for the ball. Garcia's going to get it, drive up the right sideline. She's going to keep going, and there's a nice trap there by the Cats, and it's going to be a timeout called by the Lady Coyotes, so we will be right back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Coming back on the floor, we have Garcia, Young, Ramirez, Garcia, or Nicole Garcia, and Avery Hennard. Young is going to inbound for the Coyotes. She is going to give a lob to Garcia, Naomi Garcia, who's going to give it to down low to Ramirez, who's going to go up, and that is an and one for Ramirez down there. She got the ball, excuse me, she got the ball on the block, kind of did a little post move, and she went up, and she made that, and she got the foul. So 34-6 now with a minute and a half left in the second. Ramirez is going to shoot her free throw, and that is going to roll in. We have some subs for the Cats. Looks like Sonier and Wilson are coming in. Sonier inbounds to Lang. Lang is going to give it to number 1 Sonier, who is going to do a fake and go up in the lane, and she's going to miss that one. Avery Hennard is going to grab that rebound, give a long pass to Naomi Garcia. But it looks like she didn't get her hands quite on the ball, and it's going to be a walk on her. Sonier is going to inbound that one. Give it to Lang. Lang is going to take the left wing and give it to left corner Tompkins. Lang gets it again, gives it to corner Thompson, who's going to try to drive, and Avery Hennard is going to put a stop to that. But they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on 40 Wilson for being too aggressive with Ramirez down there. So it is going to be a Lady Coyotes ball. I wasn't sure what that was about, but I guess she was pushing her, trying to get position on her for the seal. Young is going to inbounds that one. Give it to Garcia, who's going to give a pass to Avery Hennard. Give it to Young, who does a little cut. Unfortunately, that's going to be, she's going to try to give a bounce pass, and not sure, I can't see that number, but she picked it up, and it was a jump ball. Sonier is going to inbounds again. Give it to Lang. Lang is going to take the top of the key to left wing Sonier. And give it to corner Lang. Back to Tompkins. Back to Lang, who's going to do a jumper. That one's going to be short. Lang is going to pick up, or not Lang, Tompkins is going to get it, excuse me, do a jumper. That one's going to miss as well. Thompson's going to give it to Sonier, who does a Euro step. That one's going to be good for her. So now 35-8, and looks like we almost had a bad one right there. Just looks like everybody's scrambling for the ball with 4 seconds on the clock. The inbounds pass was a little bad, and it just got kicked around. Nicole Garcia tried to pick that one up, and then Avery Hannah was on the floor for it. It was just a little bit of a cluster. Nicole Garcia is going to give it into Avery Hennard, who's going to go up, do a little shot, but it's going to bounce out, and that'll be the end of the first half. The Lady Coyote cheerleaders are going to do a little show for us, and I'll play some ads, and we'll be right back in a minute for the third quarter.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Excuse me. Starting out this third quarter, Sonier is going to inbounds to Lang. Lang is going to just drive up the left baseline. She's going to shoot. It's going to be short. Rice is going to grab that rebound. Wilson is pressuring her. Her and Garcia getting in a collision down there. Colby Hennard is going to drive up the right sideline to Avery Hennard, and Ramirez is going to cut for a cut. She's going to cut in there, and it's going to be a little short. Flores is going to inbound. She gives a lob to Sonier. Back to Lang. And she's going to be called on a travel from pressure by Colby Hennard. She is going to give Garcia the ball. Garcia is going to give it to left wing Ramirez, who's going to take the top of the key. Hand it off to Colby Hennard, who's going to drive into the lane, give it out to corner Garcia, who's going to shoot a little jumper. It's going to barely bounce out, grab her own rebound, give it out to Colby Hennard, who's going to fight. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Who's going to fight for the ball down there. It's going to be a Coyote ball. Rice is going to give a lob to Avery Hennard, who's going to do a little jumper, and it is going to barely roll out. Sydney Rice is going to fight for the rebound. She grabbed it, but right as the ref called jump ball. So Flores is going to give a pass to Thompson. Avery Hennard is going to grab the loose ball and go up, and that one's going to barely roll out, but she did draw the foul. So once again, she's going to be on the free throw line. She gets the ball for her first one, goes up, and that one's going to barely bounce out the front of the rim. It's rare for Avery. She's going to get the ball for her second one. Going to go up, and that one's going to go in. You have Lang giving it to Flores, who is driving down the right sideline, who's going to give a pass to Wilson. And Wilson is going to try to give it to the backside number 2, Thompson, who is going to be bounced out by Ramirez's hands over there. Flores is going to give it to number 2, Thompson, and she's going to take the corner shot for a 3. Excuse me. That 3 is going to be good for Flores. Garcia is going to get it. She's going to try to drive down the right baseline. She's going to go to the left wing now and hand it off to Ramirez, who drives down the baseline, gives it to backside Rice, and she is going to get a foul. She didn't even get the chance to catch the ball down there. I didn't see which number that was on, but she kind of just got trampled over. That was probably on 24 because she just got subbed out. So Flores. Rice is looking for the open, and that's going to be Colby Hannard at the top of the key, who gives it to Garcia, who goes left wing, gives it to corner Ramirez, who shoots a three. That's going to go in. Another 3 points for Ramirez. Lang is going to inbounds, give it to Tompkins. Back to her, back to Tompkins, who's going to go up in the lane. She's going to miss, but she will draw the foul. We'll see who they called that one on. They're going to call that on Avery Hennard. That might be her second. Yeah, I believe that's her second. Looks like Sophia Flores for the Coyotes is going to check in. Lang's first one is going to be good, bringing the score 38-12 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Ramirez is actually going to be subbed out, and Flores is going to be going in for the Coyotes. Lang shoots her second one. That one's going to bounce out. She's going to grab her own rebound, but take that one from her. Garcia is going to go up the right, up into the lane, and she's going to miss that. But Avery Hennard is going to try to fight for that rebound with Wilson, and she grabs it out, but once again, the ref calls jump ball. Rice is under the basket, gives it to Hennard, who does a little jumper. It's going to bounce out. Colby Hennard is going to pick it up, give it out to top of the key Garcia, who's telling them to, set up the offense. She's going to give it to right wing Avery Hennard, and she's going to go to the corner and shoot a three, and that one's going to barely bounce out. Thompson's going to pick it up, give it to Sonier, who gives it to Lang, who goes for all the way for a layup. Wink's coach is going to call a full timeout, so we'll run some ads and be right back.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Colby bounce passes that one in to Garcia. Garcia is going to drive down the left, switch over, go to the right, give it to Hennard, who bounce passes it to Colby Hennard, who tries to give a bounce pass to Rice out the block down there. But it's going to be a little long for her, and it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like Lang is going to give it to Wilson, gives it back to Lang. Lang is going to drive it into the lane and give it to Thompson at the corner, and tries to give it to, tries to give it out to Lang, who gets bumped a little bit by Avery Hannard, and they're going to call it out, not a foul, thankfully. Thompson is going to give it to Lang. Thompson is going to take that one back, give it to wing number 1, Sonier, who shoots a three, and it's going to bounce out. They're going to call a foul on Thompson for being a little too rough with Hennard down there. Colby gives it to Garcia. Garcia is going to go to the right side, give it to right wing Avery Hennard, who bounce passes it to her. She's going to fake, go back out, gives it to left wing Colby Hennard, back to top of the key, Avery Hennard, who gives a long pass to Garcia in the corner, who's going to shoot a jumper. It's going to be a little short. Looks like Tompkins is going to pick that one up. Give it to Lang, who is driving on the sideline, gives it to Thompson down below for a little 2-point jumper. These ladies are quickly coming out. They're setting up the defense with Garcia at the top of the key. Garcia gives it to left wing Colby. Back to Garcia at the corner, and she's going to shoot it. It is barely going to go out. Rice is going to save that ball from going out of bounds. Garcia gives it back to Rice, who does a little post move. That one's going to roll out. Then you have Thompson and Avery Hennard fighting for the ball down there. It's going to result in a jump ball. Excuse me, guys. My voice is just a little, I don't even know. Wilson inbounds, gives it to Lang, who is driving down the sideline, gives it to right sideline Saunier, who gives it to Thompson for a 3. She's going to miss that one. Tompkins is going to pick that one up, give it to right wing Saunier, to top of the key Lang. Lang to Tompkins, back to Lang, who's going to go up in the lane, and she's going to miss that one. Garcia gives a long pass to Rice, who goes all the way to the bucket for another 2 points. Lang inbounds that one from Wilson. Number 3, Tompkins goes all the way up into the lane, and she's going to make that one. Kind of just left the lane wide open there. You have Garcia and Colby Hennard back. Garcia is going to go to the right side, give it to corner Sydney Rice, who is going to fake it, and she gives tries to give in to Flores, who's right there. Sid Rice gets it again, and it's going to almost roll out of bounds. Avery Hennard almost saved it, but it looks like her foot went out of bounds there, so it is going to be wink ball. We're going to have Della O and Ramirez sub back in. Wilson gives it to Saunier, who's going to take the top of the key with Garcia on her. Gives it to right wing, number 5. I'll have to see what name that is. She gives a bad pass. Della O picks it up. Down to Colby Hennard, who gives a bit of a long pass for Rice to catch. It's going to be out on the Coyotes, and Lady Cats ball. Wilson gives it to Saunier once again. She's going to kind of take her time going down the court. She gives it to left wing Tompkins, and 40 is going to set a screen for her, and she swings it to Clausen. And then number 1, Saunier in the corner. It's going to be a little long, and Della O gives a good box out over there. But unfortunately, it kind of just bounces off of her out of bounds. Tompkins inbounds to Thompson, who's going to try to drive, then gives it to Clausen at the free throw line, and she's going to shoot that one and make it. So it is now 40-19 with 2 minutes left in the third. Garcia takes top of the key, gives it to right wing Ramirez. Ramirez is kind of looking for a cutter. She gives it to left wing Della O, who takes top of the key, gives it back to left wing Rice. Rice gives a long pass to Colby Hennard in the corner, who's barely going to miss her little jumper down there. It is a race down there. And number 3, Tompkins, is going to go in, and Rice is going to try to take the charge, but they're going to call it a block on her. But a very good thought, though. So Tompkins is going to be on the line. Her first one is going to be good. We have a whole slew of subs for the Coyotes. That includes Kirby, Martinez, Garcia, Hennard, and Young. And for clarification, that's Nicole Garcia going in and Avery Hennard going in. Tompkins shoots her second one, makes that one as well. Coyotes are quickly coming out. Martinez is taking top of the key. She goes and gives it to right wing. Kirby gives it to corner Martinez, who's going to shoot a three. It's going to be a little short. Tompkins is going to pick that one up, and I believe they're going to call a foul on number 10. Looks like Martinez just got a bit of her arm there, and they're going to call that a foul. Lady Cats ball over there on the sideline. Tompkins inbounding to Sonier. Sonier is taking top of the key. She's going to drive, and she's going to just throw it up, and she is going to miss it, get her own rebound, go back up, and that one's going to be good. 40-24 with a minute left in the third. The ball is quickly moved to left wing. Young to Martinez. Tries to give it to Avery Hennard, but the Cats are going to get a hand on that one. It almost burls out of bounds. Avery Hennard saves it. Young gets in the corner, gets kind of stuck, gives it to left wing Martinez, who's going to take the top of the key. Has a lot of pressure on her. She is going to give it to left wing Young, who bounce passes it to Avery Hennard at the top of the key. And they bounce pass it to Nicole Garcia down there, who's going to make the bucket and get an and one. So good news for Garcia. I didn't see what number that was on the foul, but Garcia is on the line for the Coyotes. Nicole Garcia. She goes up, and her shot is going to bounce out. Number 5, Clausen is going to pick that one up, give it to Thompson, who is racing down the right baseline. She kind of goes to the free throw line in the middle, and she's going to do a little spin move, and that one is going to be good for her. Very impressive. Martinez takes top of the key, gives it to Kirby, who almost misses that pass. She gives it to Avery Hennard, who's going to do a post move as well, except she's not even going to get the chance to shoot. She got fouled pretty bad there. But now she's shooting free throws once again with 8 seconds on the clock. Oh, not free throws. Excuse me. It's going to be on the floor. Kirby inbounding. She gives it to Hennard, who shoots it, and she's going to barely miss it. It's going to be out on the Lady Coyotes and Lady Cats ball. 4 seconds on the clock. So they're just going to quickly go down there, and she is going to throw it up. It almost goes in, but hey, that was very close. So it is now 42-26, and we are about to start the fourth quarter.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Colby Hennard inbounds from the sideline over there and gives it to Garcia, who is quickly moving. She tries to give the pass down to corner Colby Hennard, but looks like I'm not sure what number that was, got a hand on it and is out of bounds. Colby Hennard gives it to free throw line. Avery Hennard, who is going to give it to Rice, who's going to miss. The ball is just getting rebounded by so many different Coyotes at the same time, but all their shots have not gone in yet. And it's going to be out on the Coyotes and Wink ball. Sonier is going to take it. She's going to drive down the right baseline, try to get Clausen to set a screen for her. She's going to give it into Thompson, gives it back out to Sonier, who's going to shoot. She's going to miss. Avery Hennard is going to grab the rebound and fight with Clausen over that one. It's going to be Wink ball under the basket. They have a line just lined up. Sonier is going to get it, go up, and she's going to miss. Ramirez grabs it, gives a pass to Colby Hennard, who is flying down, gives the thing to back, gives the ball to backside Garcia, who is flying down, and she's going to draw the foul. They're going to call it a block on number 3, Tompkins. Garcia's on the line. She gets in her little routine. She goes up. That one's going to bounce off. Lang is going to sub in for Tompkins. She's going to dribble the ball, go up for her second one, and that one's going to be good. Bringing the score 43-26 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock for the fourth quarter. Lang is motioning for number 2 to go up. 2 gives it back to Lang, who has a little scuffle with Rice over there. They're going to end up calling the foul on Rice, but maybe she grabbed her arm or something. I did not see that. Lang is going to inbound. Gives it to Thompson, that is quickly deflected by Colby Hennard, guarding somebody, I don't know, maybe looks like a foot taller. I don't know. Number 2 is quite taller than her. Thompson is going to break, do a little V-cut, and get the ball, give it out to Lang, who's going to shoot a 3, miss, then give it out to number 1, Sonier, who's kind of just going to throw it up. She looked a little shocked that she made that one. Garcia takes left side to left wing. Ramirez, she saves the ball from going out. Looks like everybody is just getting assaulted. Avery Hennard is going to end up with it, go up, and she's going to draw the foul on that one. They're going to call that one on Wilson. This is going to be her 4th foul, extremely close to fouling out. But, I mean, we are in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth. Avery Hennard misses that first one. Shoots her second one, and that one is a swish. Lang gives it to Sonier. Back to Lang, who's going to take top of the key. Going to give it to right wing. Sonier down to post Thompson. Back out to Sonier, who's going to drive baseline. Give it to Lang. Lang gives it to top of the key. Clausen. Back to Lang on the right wing down there, and she's going to miss. Ramirez picks it up, gives it to Garcia. Garcia gives it to right wing Sydney Rice, who tries to Euro step and go up, but I think, looks like they called the block on number 40, and that is her 5th foul. So number 40, Wilson, fouled out. And we have Flores going in. I believe she's on her 4th foul. So we'll just see how this plays out. Rice swishes her first one. Bringing the score 45-28. Makes her second one 46-28. 6 minutes left on the clock. Thompson is going to take it. She's going to kind of just keep it up there. Flores gets it, tries to drive right. Looks like Sonier cut, and Flores threw the ball where she wasn't. Garcia quickly picked that up, gave it to right ring. I can't say it, guys. I'm so sorry. Rice is going to go under the bucket for a little, I don't even know what you call that, but she made it. Lang is calling for a play. She gives it to right wing Sonier, who feeds into post Thompson down below, and they're going to call it on the floor. I believe on Avery Hennard. That's her third of the game. Flores inbounding. She lobs it to Thompson. Thompson tries to drive. Her and Hennard and Rice were all over that. Flores is going to shoot it, miss, and Lang is going to grab the rebound, try to go back up, but Coyotes are all over that one, and they got called for a jump ball. Colby gives it to Garcia, who has pressure coming all the way up. She gives it to left wing Ramirez, feeds into the post Hennard, out to Colby Hennard for a short little jumper for another 2 points. Once again, Lang calls for the play. Gives it to left wing Flores. Garcia tries to snatch that one up, but they're going to call a foul on her. But it's all good because we have 5 new subs for the Coyotes. That includes Young, Nicole Garcia, Martinez, Sophia Flores, and Kirby. Flores gives a lob over to Thompson, who catches it over Flores' head, tries to go up, but she is going to draw the foul. I believe that one's going to be on number 11, Flores. Yep. Still, I mean, Thompson looks like she has some type of length to her, even compared to Flores. Thompson gets the ball for her first. Goes up. That one's going to go in. Goes up for a second one. That one's going to be good, bringing the score 50-30, and the Coyotes lead by 20. Young inbounds, gives it to Martinez. Martinez gives it back to Young, to Kirby, down to Garcia at the block for a little 2-pointer. Lang takes it to the key, gives it into Thompson, who throws it out to Sonier, who shoots a 3. That's going to go in for her. Kirby gives it to Martinez. Martinez has quite a lot of pressure on her. Martinez gets kind of stuck up there, but she's going to keep dribbling the ball and gives it to Young, who loses it. It's going to be wing ball right at the half court line. Sonier gives it to Lang, who takes top of the key, gives it to left wing Flores, who's going to drive in and go all the way. She's going to go up, miss, but looks like Flores is going to get another foul. Flores on the line for the Lady Cats. Goes up. That one's going to bounce out. She goes up for her second one. That one's going to go in. 52-34 with the Coyotes leading, and 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock for the fourth quarter. Martinez is going to get in a trap on the left side, gives it to Young, who gives it to Kirby on the right side, gives it to backside Garcia to Martinez. I'm not even sure what happened there, but 23 Lang has the ball, gives it to backside Flores, who didn't even catch it, kind of just fumbled with it for a second. They're going to call a walk on her. Kirby gives it to Martinez. Martinez has quite a lot of pressure on her, and they're going to call a carry on her. so making it wink ball again. Looks like Thompson is going to inbound. Tries to give it to Sonier, but Young just gets her hand in there and smacks that one out of bounds. Thompson gets it again to inbound. Tries to give it to Sonier, and she does. She goes under the basket, misses. Looks like Lang tried to go back up with that one, and Flores grabs it, and they get called on a jump ball. Three minutes on the clock left in the fourth, securing the Coyotes' victory. Thompson shoots a three, and that's good for her. Kirby gives it to Martinez, who gives it back to Kirby, and the ball is kind of flipped up from Wink. Wink just goes in there and grabs it from her, but looks like they're going to get called on a carry as well, making it Coyote ball. Della O goes in for Flores. Della O is going to take it top of the key, give it to left wing Young. Gives it to right wing Martinez, who takes the top of the key. She has a lot of pressure on her. She drives down the baseline on the right anyway. Gives it to Garcia, who does a post move, goes up, and it bounces out. Gonna be wink ball once again. Flores gives it to Lang. Lang calls for 5 out. Looks like Lang tried to give it to Flores, who was not paying attention, and just kind of throws it out of bounds, making it a Tatum Lady Kyle ball. Kirby gives it to Della O at the half-court line, who gives a bad pass, and Thompson picks it up. She goes all the way to the bucket, goes up, and that's going to be good for her. Della O gives it to Kirby, back to Della O, up to Martinez, going on the left side to left wing Young, who bounce passes it back to her. She goes all the way to the bucket. That one bounces out as well. Looks like Flores tried to get a hand on that one. She saved the ball and bounced it off Martinez's foot by accident, I believe. So, gonna be Lady Cats ball. Lang takes top of the key once again, gives it to right wing Sonier. Calls for Clausen to give her a screen, gives it to Thompson, who drives into the lane, hands it to Clausen. Clausen at the right wing, setting another screen, gives it to left wing Lang, down to corner Flores. Flores is going to drive to the top of the key, kind of just play keep away. She's going to drive past Garcia, go up for a little jumper, and that one's going to be no good, but she will get the foul on that one. Flores on the line. Goes up. That one's going to bounce out. Gets the ball for her second one. Goes up. That one is going to bounce out as well. Looks like Clausen is going to just lob it to Thompson, who is wide open under the bucket. They're going to call another foul on Wink, offensive. Looks like that one's going to be on Thompson, who was being a little too aggressive with one of the Lady Coyotes. Not sure on who. Kirby gives it to Young, who gets Della O flashing in the middle. She has cats all over her, almost loses it. Martinez helps pick it up to Kirby, gives it down low to Garcia, but the pass is going to be a little too high for her, and it is going to bounce out. Lang takes it to the top of the key, lobs it into the post. Thompson who goes up, and that's going to roll out. Nicole Garcia gets it. Flores grabs it up and gives it to Thompson down below, who goes up for another 2 points. 52-41, 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, but they will be calling a timeout, so we'll be right back.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Everybody gets set up, and the Coyotes are back out on the court. Kirby inbounds, and they're doing a little fast break. Garcia ends up with it on the corner, who gives it to backside Della O, who gives it to top of the key Young. It's going to be a little bit too heavy of a pass for her. Gives it to right wing Kirby, who gives it to Della O down below. She grabs it, goes up, misses, grabs a rebound, gives it to Martinez. Young ends up with it, and Thompson just picks up her pass. That was going to be good for her, and Wink is going to call a timeout with 5 seconds left on the clock, so we will be right back.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Five seconds and 5.3 seconds on the clock. Kirby inbounding. She gives it to Della O, who gets kind of caught in a trap. Della O gives it to Young, who gives it down low to open Garcia. Looks like they barely started the clock, so we're going to have the end of the game. The final score being 52-43. The Lady Coyotes win. That was definitely a very interesting game. Thought the Lady Cats might have came back from that one. It was, for a second, it wasn't looking that great for them, but, you know, they came back quite a bit. So I'm not sure when the next home game is. I believe January 2nd. I think that sounds about right. So I'll see y'all then. I only do the boys' games, but Tripp cannot be here tonight, so I subbed in. But Caden and Tripp will be doing that game. I believe it's against the Lovington girls. So, once again, I will see y'all then. Everybody have a good night.